Hi everyone, Chris Natsky here with Superfoot Systems, and welcome to Superfoot Stories. Stories from the life and times of Bill Superfoot Wallace. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Hey, last time we were together, you were talking about one of the most important days of your life. You get a call from Red West and Elvis Presley to teach for Elvis down in Memphis.
Yep.
And then an hour and a half later, Mike Anderson and Joe Louis call you and say you're going to be the middleweight on the United States national team that's going to go on to Germany and then also compete in the World Championship. So tell us what happened when you went over to Germany.
Well, number one, I wasn't asked to be on the team. Joe says, "You're going to do it." And I said, "No, I'm not." He says, "Yes, you are." And I said, "No, I'm not." But again, in Okinawa, very traditional at the time, we always listen to what our seniors tell us to do. And we obey our seniors. So he says, "You're going to do it. I'm your senior. You're doing it." Okay. So I did it. Probably the best move I ever had. Best movement I ever made. But the first World Championships, going over to Germany, getting ready for the World Championships. So we have a little tournament at first in, I think, Charlotte, North Carolina, or Norfolk, Virginia, or something like that. But anyway, I fight Alan Miller, and I beat him 4-5 to nothing. But in the course of it, I get hit on my right hip, and it swells up. So I fly over to Germany, and now my right hip looks like about that. My left hip looks like this. I'm going, whoa, and it's killing me. So we get to Germany on that Monday morning. We go to the hotel, and they call a masseuse for me. This guy's trying to do massage therapy and all that, and every time he touches the bump, I'm going to kill him. He just hurt. We tried heat, we tried cold, we tried everything. Nothing worked. All through these guys are always training, everything like for getting ready for the event, and I can't do. I'm sitting watching. Friday, before the event, all of a sudden I wake up, and the bump's gone. I went, whoa, and I moved the leg all around. Now, up to this time, I was flexible. I was fairly flexible. But I wasn't in the full split yet. Now, understand, I took a whole week off, didn't do anything, just sat around watching people. Sitting in the whirlpool, sitting in the sauna, sitting in the steam bath. We get there that night, and I warm up a little bit. All of a sudden, I just drop into the splits. There's pictures of me doing this on the floor with me in the splits out here. People are running up, taking pictures and all that stuff, the German people, because at that time, they didn't know that much about us. So that's it. And then I fight Bernard Grote. And he comes charging, the picture's on the poster. Yeah. He comes charging, try to sweep me. Mm-hmm. I don't know why people try to sweep my front leg, but please keep trying. Because I just stick the leg up and directed it right back into his face. Let him do all the work. And so that's the picture we used. Right. That was also the picture that was used for the next year, 1975, for the Budokan. That they had in the first.
Which, by the way, for people who haven't seen it, it's that beautiful picture of you just nailing with the hook kick.
And his legs like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's that. And then we came back. From there, we drove up to Rotterdam.
Okay. And
had some competition up there. And then I had to fly back early. That's where I met Linda Lee. She went over with us. We became
Bruce Lee's
friends.
widow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And had a good time. So. But I had to go back to Memphis because for some reason I had to be doing with Elvis or something.
Right. Okay.
So that was that. And
very good.
And then we come back. We're training for the World Championships. September 14th, 1974, at the LA Sports Arena. I get there, all the hoopla and everything. That we're all there and everything. Yes. And Elvis calls me up and says, "Good luck. Kick him in the head." Yes, sir. And I rest. We get up the next day because it's at night, right? We get in there, and Howard Jackson's first. He fights the guy from Dominican Republic and loses.
Right.
And I go, oh, crap. Because Howard was, at that time, the best we had because of the speed coming in, and he hurt himself.
Yeah.
So he got slow. So I fight Bernard Grote. Again, you would think the guy would learn. Right off the bat, he tried to sweep, boom, I hit him with a hook kick and knock him down. I went, oh, this is going to be kind of fun. And he gets up, comes charging. This is where we all learned how to box. He comes charging, I go, bam! I hit him with a back fist, as hard as I could throw it. As hard as I could throw it. His face does this. And he keeps coming. And I go, uh-oh. Maybe back fists with pads on them don't work. That's when we all decided maybe the straight punch,
Right.
the jab, works better than the back fist.
Right.
So I won that match, and then I beat Daniel Richey for the World Championship, knocked him out. And then we come back to Memphis, get a big hoopla. There's all kinds of pictures all over the place from when Elvis came to promote me and all that stuff at the TKI. But the day after that, I got a hold of a guy named Joy Hadley, and I said, I want to learn how to box.
Oh, interesting. We got to stop right there because I know there's a whole bunch of stories there with Joey Hadley.
Yeah.
I guess the one question I have, what was it feeling like after you won the World Championship? What was going through your mind, and you know, who did you tell? I mean, who did you share?
The beautiful thing about that,
Yeah.
listen, understand it's 10 o'clock at night, which is like 3 o'clock in the morning
Right.
in Indiana.
Yeah.
I said, I got to do it. So I called my dad up. I said, Dad, I know you didn't want me to do this. You didn't want me to be a karate guy. You wanted me to get a job. But I just want you to know that I just won the World Championship. That night, before that, from that night on, I was no longer, Bill, when are you going to quit doing this shit and get a job?
Right.
Hi, this is my son. He's a world champion.
Great story.
And so I hopefully made him proud.
That's awesome. That's awesome, sir. Well, great memory. I actually remember watching the World Championships live. So that was a great memory for me. It changed my martial art career right there as well.
But the thing about it is, if you watch the fights, most of it was some kind of punching.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know the contact involved. And the last thing I wanted to do, even point fighting, was get close enough to you for you to punch me.
Right.
So every time Bernard Grote would move, I'd throw the side kick or the hook kick or the roundhouse kick. So it was this distance.
Yeah.
And then when I fought Daniel Richey, he tried, and I hit him with a counter hook kick. So they liked the kicking.
Yeah.
And that's when they came. That's when they made such a big thing about me being the kicker.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'll tell you what, let's break right there because I think what we'd like to do is talk a little bit about what happened when you got in the boxing ring. That's a whole other world. So anyway, thanks so much for joining us, folks. This has been Chris Natsky from Superfoot System. Join us next month when we hear how Grandmaster Wallace started getting in the boxing ring and basically changing the way he was fighting and taking himself further on to be a world champion. So we'll see you next time on Superfoot Stories. Join us then.